Brooklyn.
7 p.m., man. Brooklyn. Had Joe Budden on. And I watched that full episode. That episode was good. But the juiciest thing that came out of it is Mero did a full breakdown or explanation on why him and Desus have split up. The Bodega Boys, essentially.
Reluctantly, nigga. They had to jumpstart that conversation.
Yeah.
They really did locate.
And it's crazy. They've told this story. I've heard this story about 2, 3, 4 times.
I feel like
they came out with the story about 2, 3, 4 times.
I might have missed them, but I feel like it was like little shots.
Each side.
Yeah, like it would be like little.
I don't know.
I think that there were disses that were sent to where you can kind of put together what happened. It's like, all right, he obviously wants this and he obviously wants that. But then
they're both Twitter niggas too, so I feel like we were piecing those together, like fucking tweets, where it's like, yeah, niggas will throw little jabs at each other, but I feel like this was the first time I literally was just like, I heard somebody's side uninterrupted in full. So I thought it was interesting. Overall, like why it even happened, you know what I'm saying? But we're about to play this shit whenever it loads.
Shout out to this podcast. They've won me over.
With this episode,
I watched a few of the episodes. Like they had one with the journalist, the sports journalist, 𝙿𝙾𝚂𝚃 something.
𝙿𝙾𝚂𝚃 Jones.
𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 Jones.
Yeah.
Was it 𝙿𝙾𝚂𝚃? I might be making that shit up, but one of them niggas was on there. Yeah. That was good. This was fucking good.
Nah, they're having a good run right now.
Mero still be kind of like, I don't know.
He a little.
He'd be so excited sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes just like fall into your place and know that you're supposed to be here too, my nigga.
Relax. Like he's like a golden retriever sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, you know. He's still getting
I was gonna bring that up, but in terms of the whole with Desus and Mero together, that's his character though for sure. Or that's just him. Like that whole.
He's an excited.
That's just him at this point because it's. I mean, it was the same shit when they were together. Before this, so this is not.
And I didn't watch it then. That's why it's just I don't think it's really for
but
me.
it was like they both had something that made it to where I didn't want to tune in regularly.
Dang, they both added a value that you did not like. Jesus, nigga.
Does that sound crazy?
That's a problem.
Duos.
No.
They both had something bad about
crazy
them.
though, does it? It makes sense, right?
But that's just an elaborate way of saying that they both suck.
Yeah.
Like he was like
that was a fire way of saying it.
That was hilarious.
But yeah, man, the golden retriever thing, and then the Mero thing is just like, I don't know, bro. I'd be like, because remember when he took a shot or somebody, it was on some late night show that he did, and it was like a full sketch. Shit was like 4 minutes because somebody had brought him up finally. I don't even know if it was Mero. I was so sure I watched that shit, and I was like, man, this is not hitting the way he thinks it is. At least for me, it's not hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, not Mero, Desus.
Desus,
Yeah.
He was on late night.
But yeah, let's watch this joint.
Mr. Reddit.
Just want you to paint the picture so people don't. You already since you going there, right? So paint the perfect picture so people won't be like, oh, they picking sides. So they have real perspective of whatever
so the
happened.
situation was, we were in 2 different places in life, right? I was very much so aiming for ownership.
Okay.
Being a production company,
entrepreneurship,
right? You know what I mean? Like owning your IP because that's life or death in media. If you own your shit, you're good. It's just like, if you know that, you go into it with a certain approach. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I need longevity. I need ownership. You know what I mean? Like, we developed this shit out the mud. So this is us. We own this. We're not selling this to nobody. The key word here is licensing. I'll license this shit to you for a term, 2 years, whatever, a 1-and-1. But selling your IP, bro, selling your name.
That's your soul.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. At first, I was upset.
The business.
It's the business. Yeah. There's no friends in the business. You know what I'm saying? And we was in a situation where I got 4 kids, 2 mortgages. You know what I'm saying? I live, you know what I mean? You know where I live, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like the taxes are crazy. You know what I mean? I got real life situations going on. So I'm like, yo, if we get an offer from DraftKings for 1.5 before they got logos on the NBA court, and you're like, nah, bro, this ain't it. And I'm like, nah, fam, I'm gambling illegally right now. This shit is legal in Jersey. I just moved here. Shout out to Fairlawn. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is going places, bro. We need to do this. And they're like, nah. I'm like, f out of here. To me, that's like, yo, that's the beginning of like, all right, this shit is corroding. You had a very poignant statement where you were like, it seems like they're preparing Desus for Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like that next level of like Hollywood. And I was like, and I heard that and I was just like, bro, you know what's crazy? No. Like, the next level of Hollywood is the three of us, Desus, Victor, myself, sitting down with 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 and saying, yo, we're gonna do a movie, right? And then the movie gets written and he's like, I ain't really feeling it. When I know in the business mind, it's like, yo, when you do a movie with this guy, you're not just doing a movie with this guy. This dude is like a kingmaker in terms of like, you know what I mean? Like in the film industry. If you get in there, you make a banger with him, you solidify. That's what makes you get up to the next level. I said this shit to John Carmanica from the Times. That's what takes you up to the next level.
John there was different. Y'all put the Timbs on the bear, like you said, with the Yankee hat and Vice.
So hit pause.
When Vice was hot as fish.
So yeah, the whole thing, it was like they had different direction. How y'all feel about like what he was pretty much saying on Desus' decision?
What was Melo just say? They put the Timbs on the bear?
They put the Timbs on the bear.
Yeah, you're talking about just like how things that were bringing money to them, pretty much.
They put the Timbs on the map.
Yeah, that's New York talk, nigga. It's fucking 10 o'clock in Raleigh. We don't understand. But overall, it's like what he's saying right here, it makes perfect sense. It's just you do need his homie's perspective on this though, because like without the response to this, it could easily sound like, all right, I wanted more for the company. His ambition was a little stifled.
Yeah, like it kind of.
But some people wouldn't look at it as being stifled.
They both had two different.
His response is important because it's like
What was his side of it?
He might have wanted similar things or goals to him. He just didn't want to go about the same means of getting it.
Okay.
One of the biggest things that he said too is that they wouldn't have communication about it at all.
Oh, that's weird.
So that was one of the biggest things that Mero said on Twitter. I think I added that in there as well too. It's Mero. It's autocorrect and changed the Metro, but Metro fires back.
Metro
or Mero fires back. But yeah, I think he was saying the biggest fucked up thing that he felt was not only did he tell him just like no, he was just like, we're not even gonna talk about that shit no more. So there was no explanation or reasoning.
It just kind of shut him down.
It was just like it was like that was the beginning of the relationship just completely stopping and shutting down type of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
do you think we lost something by them breaking up?
Somebody did.
Based off of
Mero's kids lost a child.
Based off of what Mero said.
Obviously, Mero thinks they lost something.
Yeah,
these niggas was about to be like the next.
Because on top of that DraftKings thing, I mean, that's a valid ass point with the whole 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 doing a movie with him.
Like, they was about to be
that's
the
literally
next
going to put you in movie circuit whether I like the movie or not. Because
it's gonna put me,
because I wasn't like Desus and Mero,
but now,
but that's nigga. That is the next like, especially if y'all are already securing the 1.5 over there.
That's literally what Russ was talking about. Like, fuck the companies. Like, just meet the man.
Yeah,
like that's the man.
Yeah,
and they was gonna meet the man to do a film.
They were. It sounded like they were at the plug's door, like the plug's door to being in Hollywood, essentially chasing. And this is all we still don't really know what Mero was on. Mero was saying something like Desus. It's like they're still tweeting. You know what I'm saying? Like he hasn't. There's no audio of him being like.
It's not verbal.
Yeah, nothing's verbal. So it just be like little retweets and tweets and shit like that. So it's still even hard to like pick his fucking.
The dark skinned nigga, right?
Yeah, it's still even hard to kind of pick up his position because you're trying to piece tweets together.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because the thing is, they could have got to the door. They both wanted to walk through, but Mero might have been willing to do some shit that Desus wasn't with.
Okay, that was yes.
But he has to voice that. You got to say what
voice
that is.
Yeah.
With just
especially because at that
opinion,
point, I feel like Bodega Boys has been like a solid thing for like 5 years at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 5-7 years roughly. Like because they've been going for a minute.
That's what I'm saying, and that makes me find it hard to believe that Desus didn't have ambitions in the game still. Like, why would he come this far just to? And some people do that. Like,
no, that's
possible.
true. Yeah,
he might have got to that gate and realized, like, my family's important to me, and
But he didn't do that. Remember, he specifically went the Hollywood route because now he's on like late night shit. So it's like
was on. I don't know if he's still on.
I don't either.
And that's the route he wanted to go. He didn't want to be the film nigga, the actor, funny comedian dude. But like he was trying to go in that wild and out lane, just a lower version of that.
He's on some sketch show.
I forgot. It was similar to. I felt like it
was on some Saturday Night Live shit, even though it wasn't. Saturday Night Live.
He was doing. He did the Daily Show. a couple times. Desus, he was on there. They put him on there.
Yeah.
He's done a couple things.
Yeah, and
I've
then-
seen him in a couple.
I don't know how
Hosting
frequent
it
he
or
is.
just like a segment?
Like hosting it for like
Oh,
a night.
shit, okay.
I think he
Yeah,
did it
yeah,
for like a
yeah.
night. Yeah, I could look it up for you, but
But,
And it's ironic
yeah,
because Desus went Hollywood.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, 100%.
He just left his.
One
he just
person
left this
went.
nigga.
He just wanted less
One person
money.
went Hollywood. The other person, with the based on what it sounds like, the opportunities they had, they were going to be in Hollywood. They were just going to be on the doing it yourself side,
Doing it yourself.
compared to the work for hire side.
Almost like the
Right.
Nick Cannon, what Nick Cannon does. Like he's kind of just
It was
able
the
to
Daily
freelance.
Show that he did
Yeah,
that.
he was
That
on
he did
Daily
that
Show.
clap back on.
yep. But that was only like 3 months. That was like 3 months ago. So I don't know how often he's doing stuff like that now. But I know that's where he was kind of going toward.
That's a crazy look though. I didn't know it was Daily
Yeah,
Show. That
it was
I
a
watching.
good look.
Who was he? Oh, it was DJ Envy. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's
Fraud
right.
accusations.
It was it was that one.
You
That's
see
what
that
I
smirk?
watched.
He's way too happy to talk about this.
It didn't hit though. It did not hit. I tried to like.
His Daily Show didn't hit for me either.
I tried to really, especially this moment. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all had that altercation on Breakfast Club. Let me hear your. You
So
remember-
he has a history of fumbling when it's time to go through
This is
the
another
door.
thing too that I think needs to be kind of just kept in mind. He didn't even communicate with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? He might have been just like also fuck this, fuck Mero shit. Like
Desus, right?
Desus, like,
And that's-
like
that-
it's not even that I want to go a different direction. I don't want to fuck with you no more.
Which is what it sounds like
Yeah,
because he's
yeah.
still active in the business, obviously.
yeah,
Yeah, nah, I don't. I believe Mero. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean,
believe Mero.
I'm on Mero's side right now too.
And
Well,
of course, he's
he's the only
probably
one-
not the angel in the story,
Yeah.
but he's not. He's not.
oh yeah,
There's another side to it.
for sure.
There's
But,
another side to it.
Because they're obviously both petty as fuck.
Because that's another thing too. I don't know if Desus got kids, but like, okay, he said that they turned the voting stake thing down because Desus didn't like the stigma that voting or gambling
Yeah.
had, which just I don't whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe. I think that's bullshit.
I
as
can
well
tell he
too.
goes to strip clubs. I see the
You know what
flicker
I'm
in
saying?
his
So
eye.
like
yeah.
I can tell that's bullshit too. But then it is also weird if you feel like you're being forced into a deal because the nigga is like, nigga, I got 4 kids and a fucking 2 mortgages, nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, yeah, we 50-50 partners, nigga, but you gonna do that shit because I need that shit right now.
Because no
Like,
matter how your business mindset is, if you're coming to me like that, like you,
It's
like in
kinda-
desperation,
Yeah.
I'm not really trusting you that much.
it's harder to trust.
It's harder
you,
to
for
trust
sure,
you, yeah.
for
If
sure.
you're speaking to me out of desperation and not like,
But this
here's
was
the plan.
also, I but want to say this was before DraftKings was like really.
It was before it was really popping.
This was before
Yeah,
DraftKings.
yeah.
DraftKings.
If-
So
if
this
they
was
got
a
in that
chance.
early-
This was a chance.
This was
continuing off of what the white man was saying.
Yeah.
For them to kind of plant their
Be
stake
early, be
into
early.
this early development thing. That's
Yeah.
like what it is
Get
now.
real
Exactly.
equity on
The
So-
that.
first offer was 1.5
which is crazy.
Come on,
we didn't even
dog.
get into negotiation yet.
before
Yeah.
they even
Yeah.
talked to the NBA.
And
That's,
that
Before, yeah.
that would have been their first black look. You know
That'd
what I
been
mean?
crazy. Well,
Like when you're you're
yeah.
a company's first black
'Cause
look,
it's a good.
you're
company.
already
It does-
kind of
yeah,
set
it
in
does-
stone, nigga.
It does do something. That's
Oh,
the
man.
that's,
You're the culture of the company.
No. That's the drink champs up to Barstool.
Nigga, yes,
For
you're the
sure,
culture
yeah.
of the company.
Yeah,
So
if
yeah.
done right, man. They could have ruined which sports betting
But
platform
it does
was
just
it?
interest me
DraftKings?
though because just the way that
Yeah,
there's Underdog Fantasy too.
Underdog, and they be throwing the bag at it. Everybody.
Underdog Fantasy is the one that Mason Cameron, I think.
and Gil's Arena, I believe.
Oh yeah, and Gil's Arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they the
But
kick
it
of
is
this shit.
interesting too though because I'm just like I saw his energy when he was like retelling the story in the terms of nigga I got 4 kids. It's like I hope he didn't come at him
Like
the
that.
first time like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I can understand after we've gone back and forth a little bit maybe, and it's
It's
just
like, yo, bro, you know, I
maybe
got
you
my
get
4
there,
kids, I
but-
got my wife.
But he might have. We don't know though. You know what I'm saying? He might have came at him and he don't even realize he came at him with that energy. Like,
But you got to think the nigga, like I can imagine, right? That Mero called him up. It's like, yo, $1.5 million. He all excited, go and retrieve his shit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then Desus is like, man, I don't really know. But he's not even saying nothing. He's just like, nah. Like,
Yeah.
all right. The third phone call, I'm gonna be like, nigga, you got to tell me why you don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I have 4 kids and a wife. Like, you
right?
kind of
Yeah,
bullshit.
true.
Yeah.
But at the same time, saying that still is like, I need this for me. Like, look, how do we set up this play for us? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, if you come off with that desperation, it's like, I'm only thinking about this. Am I thinking about the business? Like, you know what I'm saying? So from Desus' side, I might be thinking like, this nigga ain't thinking clear right now.
But yeah, but you know
Potentially.
what?
There's
you know,
room for that for sure.
Yeah, but and
he
I
was obviously right.
But going a
No,
part
yeah,
of that,
yeah,
but going
it
a
was.
part of that, I think it's I think maybe they never had a conversation or they didn't know each other's mindset. I wonder if they knew each other's mindset in the first 5 years.
With, yeah.
He probably didn't even know he had kids. He probably really had to tell him that shit.
Right, yeah, like how well did they know each other? Or did you not like know the person that even at year 5 not see this as a red flag? Or like, or maybe not, it doesn't even have to be a red flag. But if we've been working together for 5 years and I don't know what your 5-year plan's on for the next 5 years, we've already done a successful 5 and you don't have the next 5, or you saying that you want to go more as a work for hire route or a talent route than a talent and ownership simultaneously, that seems like a big conversation that's strange that y'all didn't have before this moment comes up. And before the real opportunity for us to be in that position comes up.
And I feel like, because they've been talking and they've been working together for years, they probably picked up on exactly where each one was feeling. And so they really just avoided having that conversation because they was like,
that's a good point.
That might ruin this all before it even starts.
They always
Because you can always kind of sense where niggas' head is at when you're working with them.
So when niggas,
it's avoiding a conversation that you know, because we all experience a moment. I hated this thing about it. You didn't like this thing about it. But y'all two are on the same page, and it's like, we know this might be a crossroad, but we don't want to talk. That's a good
just
point.
Because we don't want this shit. It's going good right now. It's like,
but in a good relationship, you can go through that and still say, nigga, we gonna have to talk about it and talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
but Desus doesn't even seem like the type of nigga. Like, let's look this nigga up. I need to have a picture of this nigga up.
I was trying to find his.
He doesn't look like the. Who the fuck is this?
What is that?
Who is this?
I don't know. That's what's popular. That's what I'm saying. I can't even find.
He's not even.
He's famous. Who is this nigga?
Spell it like
Desus.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's
I think his handle is just the Z.
Oh, what'd you search?
DEEZ.
He put it like
he seems like a difficult nigga.
He does,
especially
he seems hard to work
seems like one of those niggas. He get an extra $1. He turns into like, bro, come on, bro. You see this nigga? He looks.
He does look hard to work.
He looks like he's willing to do what it takes.
Chill out.
Are they gonna see this?
Hey,
he looks like.
I feel you.
Come on, dog.
I feel you. But you know what's also funny is Mero says something along the lines of.
What do you say?
He was saying, pretty much framed it like, you know, when you go the route that he has to go, you have to change who you are too. But when you go the route that I wanted to go, you get to be yourself.
You get to be yourself.
Right. And he said some of us are more willing to change that than have the ownership.
You keep your same anal structure.
More
willing to change who you are.
Your anal cavity
just
structure.
Your dignity, like
it all stays the same.
The nigga's dyeing his beard. He has to do that for the world he's in.
You don't
for
know
the world he's in.
Is that true?
No,
he's definitely dyeing his beard.
And when you're in like Hollywood, when you're really on that A-list circle,
nobody's hair
you're dyeing they're dyeing your shit black.
That shit is biblically black. Why is it?
Mero get to sit
I feel like
back
they don't
and
even
just
have a
chill.
choice. They just be doing that shit.
That's true, man.
Every picture of him is the same.
Same smile.
He has that backdoor smile. Click on that.
I've been waiting.
He got that backdoor energy, nigga. This nigga, come on, man. And Mero just like clueless, just ignorant. Ignorance is bliss.
He thinks that's his friend.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I mean, they definitely didn't know each other like that.
Bro, they didn't know each other.
But it's also makes sense because I think Olay was even saying like their relationship was built,
orchestrated.
It was orchestrated.
Yeah.
It was orchestrated, and I still feel like even with Mero, it's like the whole like golden retriever thing. That might, in my mind, it's him playing it up way too much to where it's like OD. But then it could be really his personality. But I don't know at the same time. But
I think when you sit next to a Hall of Famer, you just get that excited. Like,
you just get giddy. Yeah.
Not this many episodes in, though.
He might not be used to Melo yet.
This is how he always is, though. It's just
it's not just Melo. This is his.
But we can't. I can't hate on a nigga for being happy. Like
no, not at all, not at all. But it's
you can because it's sometimes where it's like.
But he's not a Julian
that's my
type
favorite
of
thing
happy.
To hate on a nigga to hate.
He's not a Julian type of happy. He's
way better than Julian. In terms
that's
of
what I'm saying.
Anything entertainment. But
you know what it is?
The thing, like I feel like because I used to think he wasn't funny. And then I sat down and I was like, all right, let me truly be honest. And then I see the funny in him. I just don't like the way he be delivering that shit.
That's because that's what I'm talking about.
He be so hype and giddy.
But not only does he do that, he does like a loud laugh after his own jokes.
Yeah, it's like
even when they don't hit, and it's like you really thought that was one of them. what I'm saying? And then it turns it off a little bit.
It's not about
the delivery.
Yeah,
I haven't watched
It
enough
ruins
of this
it for me.
nigga, honestly.
Yeah.
To like come up with a true opinion. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, even the fucking show that they had with the Tims
Yeah.
on the bear,
Yeah.
it was like too much giggling for me anyway. So
Word.
it was just
Too much talking while laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas who
Yeah.
like getting the joke out but laughing the whole way through. You can't really get it. The delivery's not there because of it. I
When
get
it's
that.
when it's
It's
done
not for
right,
me.
it's done right.
It's not for me.
I don't know.
ain't
It's
for
not.
me.
It's not for me either. It's
I
not
don't
for
know
me.
for
who
me.
it's for.
It's not for me either.
they have
I'm
a
not
huge
trying to-
fan base. They got a core fan base.
I don't-
Is their fan base mainly white New Yorkers?
I don't know.
Why'd you say white New Yorkers?
Queens.
I literally have no idea.
It's a lot of white people in New
They'll
York.
be in the comments though.
Well, why'd you just say New Yorkers?
They're from New York.
Bodega
York.
Boys. They put
No, but he
Tim's
put
on the
white
bed.
on it. I'm trying to say why you say white. No, why not just New Yorkers?
I have never seen
Go to that Twitter back and forth.
I've never seen niggas rep Bodega Boys.
I've never seen anybody do it, but I
So
wasn't
that's why I'm
looking
assuming
for it either.
that it might be
God,
a
you
Caucasian
know what else
behind
too,
these a lot of these fan pages.
Look how many tweets. See, the fact that there's this even many tweets.
It's hard to follow.
What's the
man.
most important one?
Got a couple bozos in their bag today, huh?
You spelt it wrong too.
No, you need glass.
For real?
No, I'm playing.
Go to the next one.
Well, damn, maybe you do need glass.
I don't know.
I got you.
I can't
Can you
read
zoom in a
that.
little bit? I can't really see them tweets.
Yeah, what does it say? That's not even these.
Shame because Desus was true talent and carried Mero around like spare luggage.
Carry Mero around like spare. Like I hope you succeed in life.
Oh man, never mind. This ain't the thing that I thought I put in here.
Yeah, nah, this is
It's
sorry.
But when it gets down to them
know what
responding, nigga, they were responding like multiple paragraphs in all caps. I was like, I'm not reading this shit. Shout out to Chiggs. He had a
Amen.
breakdown of that shit.
Nah, just go on IG Live.
Oh,
if
there's
you
a
really
Chicks
want,
here.
if
You
you
want-
really want to beef
It's
efficiently,
okay because this topic is pretty much dead.
nobody likes to read tweets.
But
Yeah, nah, it's 2024.
yeah, shout out to them because I definitely been feeling like the previous 2 weeks podcasting I got kind of stale, and I feel like this podcast,
Said they had to muster up some drama.
yeah, it was just
It's crazy.
It was just
Joe
kinda,
Budden.
It was just kind of this is what he does.
It's just he didn't even speak.
Nobody even mentioned Rory and Maul. He just kind
he
of
was
avoided it.
silent the entire time.
Yeah,
Letting
it's-
him get his shit off. Nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
He's
a good,
really
pretty good
listening,
episode.
probably
Oh yeah, for sure.
taking notes. You know,
Yeah.
how to
But,
keep his new friends.
Shout out to Joe for pulling these moments out of niggas. I feel like that kickstarted the podcasting week because then it was just hits back to back after that. You know what I'm saying?
They woke up the broadcasters
Platinum
of
Records.
America.
Yeah, bro.
It was more buffoonery.
Oh nigga, I got it for days, nigga. All right, let's move into the next one.